All right, hello, I'm back. It's the summer solstice today. So, the lightest day of the year, the sun shines the longest, or we see the light of the sun the longest today of any other day in the year. So, this is very appropriate because what I'm about to do is a reading called Will You Let Your Light Shine? And I had a recognition, a message, something, whatever you want to call it, yesterday when I was working through some stuff. And the message that channeled through me was this. So this is for everyone to open this energy. The message was, your light does not shine to guide or inspire you or anyone. Your light shines because it is light, and shining is the nature of light. The sun does not shine to guide or to inspire anyone. The sun shines because it is light. It is the sun. The sun is not aware that it provides us with vitamin D, with warmth, with light, that it lights up the moon for us to see. The sun just shines. The sun is the sun. Now, the sun has positive and negative effects, but we accept them all. And the sun doesn't let its negative impacts stop it from shining. If you think of it like how Neil Donald Walsh described it in The Little Soul and the Sun, I think that's the name of the book, it's very interesting because it's, well, let me say this first. Your light shining does not cause anyone else's light to shine or stop anyone else's light to shine. But like in the book, The Little Soul in the Sun, when all our lights come together, so think of us as each as an individual light, candle if you want, and when we put all those candles together, there's an overarching, beautiful, big light. But that doesn't change each of the little lights. They exist in, they coexist. They exist at the same time, but one does not negate the other or affirm the other. They just are. The individual light is, and the overarching light is, right? So that's how they want us to think of our light shining. And they also mentioned something about, my light doesn't have power over your light or doesn't control your light. So when I shine my light, that doesn't make your light shine brighter. And when I dim my light, that doesn't make your light shine brighter or dim. We don't power each other's lights. We're each on our own circuit. And the thing that's interesting about a power circuit is you need the positive and the negative to power that light. Think about it, right? If you have a light, you have a connection going from the positive and from the negative, from the source. So there's the source, the power source, the battery, if you will, and then there's the positive and negative flows that go into the light bulb and power and turn that light on. So we all have our own power circuit that turns on our light, but it includes both the positive and negative, okay? So that's important too. But the main message here is shine your light because you are light. We are all light. But we are all an individual light that can be part of a larger light. Some people describe it as we're each a drop of water right? We each are an individual drop of water that can be part of, either a water bowl or a river or an ocean or whatever, a larger body of water, right? And it's the same with light, right? It's the same with light. We can be this individual flame that's part of a larger sun, I guess, right? So, like I said, the summer solstice is the perfect day for this reading because they want us to remember that we are light, and the nature of light is to shine. There's no reason for it. There's no rhyme or reason, I guess is the expression. You don't need the rhyme or reason, right? You don't have to have a reason to shine. It's your nature. Shine. All right, with that, I'm going to officially open the energy. You'll notice that I was called to change sides. So this is interesting for me. And to change some things on some crystals and some things on my table. Everything has a purpose. Even if I don't know what it is. It's like shining your light, even if you don't know why, right? It's just your nature. That's where they're guiding us to go today. So I'm going to open the energy, and we have 5 decks for you to choose from today, which is a lot, but I heard that's how they wanted it to be. So the question is, will you shine your light fully, 100%? Will you shine 100% of your light? That's the question. Here we go. Let's open the energy and let you pick your deck. All right, if you haven't picked your deck yet, you can pause the video and do so. But I'm going to start with the first deck, which is the Moon deck, which is interesting, considering that this is the Summer Solstice reading and everything's about the sun. But the Moon is, I guess we talked about the positive, negative flow, right? So we have to have both sides. All right, so pile number 1, the Moon deck. Here we go. Will you shine your light? Will you shine 100% of your light? Okay, so this is the Mastery card. So, okay, I guess what the real question here is, how it's coming in, and I'm realizing now is, what is stopping you from shining your light 100%? Okay, that's the question. What is stopping you from shining your light 100%? Okay, and this card tells me that you're a perfectionist. Okay, this is the Mastery card. And what it's telling me is that you're like always trying to master something, to perfect something, to be like, you don't want to shine, you can't shine your light 100% yet because you're not sure that you understand it all, or that you, that you have perfected it. You want the light to be perfect when you shine it. You want it to be perfect, right? So you're continuing to work, you're always working on something, always working on yourself, always working on something, always working on it, trying to master something before you shine, before you let your light shine, okay? And so back to the message for everybody, there's nothing to master, okay? There's nothing to perfect. Your light is, okay? And it requires your wholeness, your positive and your negative flow, okay? Your positive and your negative nature, okay? So you if you're trying to perfect things and have only the positive, you're only going to be able to shine 50% of your light. Embrace the other 50% that you don't see as perfect, that you don't see as perfection. You're always trying to master being the light, right? Being positive, because you see the light as the opposite of the dark, but it's not. It's not the opposite of the dark. Light is the understanding of the dark. Light is the embracing of the dark, the forgiveness of the dark, the acceptance of the dark. I talk about this all the time. It's, the two sides of the coin. You have to have both sides of the coin to have the whole coin. That's what this is about, right? So as long as you're focused on being perfect, on being the perfect light, the perfect person, you're not going to be shining your light 100%. And they want you to shine your light 100%. Okay, it's time. Today is the day, I hear. It's time. Today is the day. They want me to look at the numbers today. So it's the 6th month, okay? And it's the 21st, so that's 6 and 3. And then it's 2023, so that's, what is that? That's a 7. So 6, 3, and 7. So 16, so 7. It reduces to a 7. Yeah. So 7 is spirituality. It's 12:12. I just saw 12:12. Let me look that up, okay? We're gonna look up the 12:12. But 7 is spirituality. It's the seeker. It's the seeker, seeking truth, seeking answers. So that's what you're doing here. Is you're always seeking. That's what they wanted to tell me. You're always seeking. In your quest for perfection, you're always seeking the answer. You're always seeking to understand, and to perfect everything about you. But it's unnecessary is what I'm hearing. So, 12:12. You have the power to bring healing and light to the world. There you go. Notice how your intentions and actions are already doing just that. Your light is healing. That's why this is so important. Light is healing, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be justified. It doesn't have to be understood. It doesn't have to be warranted is the word that's coming. Interesting. It doesn't have to be warranted. I would have to go get something to look up the word warranted right now. But what I'm hearing is with warranted, it doesn't have to have, it's like warranty, right? You don't have to guarantee, it doesn't have to guarantee anything. Shining your light doesn't obligate you to anything, doesn't have to guarantee anything. It doesn't have to, but there's no, like the opening message said, there's no obligation for your light to guide, inspire, or do anything for anyone, not even yourself, okay? It's just your nature. You are light, and the nature of light is to shine. And there's no perfect way, there's no right or wrong way to do that. 1441. I don't know if that's in this book, but I'm going to look, and I think it is. There it is. Here we go. Your angels are communicating, but you're not listening. Okay? It's important to know that their messages are always given for the highest good. Even if they don't seem to be in line with your plans, know that they are following God's plan. Okay, so there's some resistance here. Um, okay, so they want you to listen. They want you to listen, okay? Your light just is. You are light. It is your nature to shine brightly, fully, 100%. All right? For no specific reason at all, in no specific way at all. Okay? It does not need to be perfect. All right? All right, now we can go to the next message here. Okay? We have the Empress and the Queen of Hearts. And we have, they want it upright. So the Empress and the Queen of Hearts. Okay, and one more. Okay, the top card. Oh, look at that. All right. All right. You are the Empress. You are the Queen of Hearts. You are unconditionally loving. Okay? That is your nature, to be unconditional. And that's what they're talking about here. You know, there's no conditions. There's no conditions. You don't need to have any conditions on shining your light. Shine your light without condition. Okay? So, and then when you're light, this is the card. In other decks, it's depicted as someone holding a light to guide the ship in. So when you shine your light fully, without condition, without justification, without warranty is how it's coming, without justification, without explanation, without the need to perfect it, all of that kind of stuff, that's when your ship can come in. That's when the light will be shining fully and you will be able to, your ship will be able to come in. Okay? It's not about, yes, the light will guide your ship in, but it's not, the purpose isn't for the light to guide your ship in, right? You're just shining the light and the ship will see it and come toward it because that's natural. Light attracts everything, I hear, right? So that's really cool. So be this unconditional light. We talk about unconditional love so much, but what this message is saying is be the unconditional light. Release all conditions around shining your light, okay? And then your ship will be able to see it fully and come in. And your intuition will open, okay, in ways you've never really thought it could. And this is the Moon card as well. So first with the Eight of Cups, any situation that isn't serving you any longer, you'll be able to free yourself from easily, okay? And this is also the Moon card. The light will light up the dark, just like the sun lights up the moon, right? So there'll be nothing to fear. You won't fear the dark anymore. You know it's part of the light. And the light lights it up. So you can see it. Right? And you can know it, right? That seven that they were talking about, you're always seeking to see and know truth. Well, you'll be able to see and know truth, okay? The light will light it up. If there's any purpose of the light, it's to turn on the light so you can see, so you can know, so you can experience, so you can, it's like being awake, right? We close our eyes, we can't see, we go to sleep. It's dark, we go to sleep. We open our eyes, when the sun comes back up, we can see, and we're awake. It's something like that. So you'll be awakened. You'll be awakened. Okay? And there's a lot of 8s, and I saw 808 when I was starting your reading. So we're going to go to 808 and look at that, okay? We're going to go to 808. My allergies are acting up, and there's nothing to trigger my allergies because my allergies, if I even have allergies anymore, but my allergy, the only allergy I've ever had, and it came in my 20s, and it kind of came when I started on this path, so now it's all making sense, it was to flowers that I really love, actually. Okay, there's a whole bunch of things, understandings coming around that right now for me, so sorry about that pause. But, and then, you know, I was always looking at the root of all kinds of things, and what I finally found, the root of allergies is denying your personal power. So it doesn't surprise me that my allergies are, you know, feels like allergies right now is what I'm feeling. I don't really experience the allergy anymore, but I feel like I have an allergic reaction right now. But that's, okay, the denial of personal power. So I'm just putting that out there for you guys to understand and know. And before I do the 808, I saw 2112. So they want me to go there first as I'm talking about this personal power stuff. Is there a 2112 in here? No, but there's a 1221. So that's what they want me to look at. You can support and guide others, so angels are reminding you not to burn out or to skip self-care on your journey as a light worker. Okay. So they want me to clarify this because this is where your resistance was coming from. It's not that your light can't inspire and guide others, yourself and others. It's just that it's not necessary for it. It's unconditional. Your light is unconditional. So there's no conditions necessary. It doesn't have to guide and inspire others, but it can, right? So this is the message with 1221. You can support and guide others. So the angels are reminding you not to burn out, okay? So not to burn out. That's very important. Don't burn out your light, right? Or to skip self-care on your journey as a light worker, okay? So this is an important message for you guys. So because you've been so focused on perfecting and on providing guidance and support to others with your light, you sometimes skip self-care, I'm hearing, okay? And it's important that you don't, because you're going to burn out your light, okay? So as a light worker, you need your light on, right? So this is about removing all conditions from your light, okay? So it's not that it won't inspire and guide yourself and others. It's that it doesn't have to, okay? That's what they want to make clear. So we're not denying your personal power. We're not denying your power as a light worker. We're not denying your ability to guide and inspire with your light. That's not happening. We're just saying it's not required. All right? 2323 is one we'll look up. Okay, now before we go to the 808. Okay, so 2323, let's see what that has to say to you. Your focus on expanding and becoming a positive force in the world are paying off. There we go. Angels want you to know that you are one of them upon the earth. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So your focus on expanding and becoming a positive force in the world. That's this, right? Your focus on expanding, being unconditional. Okay, being that unconditional love and light that you are. Just letting that shine 100% without condition. Okay, is paying off. And the angels want you to know, okay, it's the knowing, that you are one of them upon the earth. Now I can go to the 808 finally. You are in a position of strength. Trust that all is in order and remain focused on your truth. There we go. Remember we had the 7, you were seeking truth. When you shine your light 100%, you will be able to see and know your truth. That's what this is saying here. All right? And any situation that is not serving you, you'll be able to move away from freely, easily. All right? Are there any other numbers you want me to look at? The 38, the 38, the 38, the 38. Okay. 38. Let's see what the 38 says. You are uncovering memories from lifetimes beyond your current lifetime. Your current spiritual interests are inspired by experiences from previous lives. Okay. So this goes beyond this lifetime. Okay, now they want me to look at the 838. 838. Okay. Let's see what that says. Here we go. It's okay. Your current experiences are echoes of past lives and past experiences in this lifetime. Open up your awareness so you can understand the messages and the patterns or wounds that can be healed at this time. Okay, so this is lifetimes you're healing with this, okay? That's really cool. Okay, what else? Are there any other numbers you want me to see in this reading? Any other numbers you want me to see? Any other messages you want me to relay? Okay, the Queen, what is she? She is 12, right? 12. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a nice progression. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at what that means here. You are moving up a step. All the challenges you have previously experienced are now being released. The angels of ascension are with you now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, your reading is now complete. Thank you for joining me. I hope it helps in some way, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye. All right. My second pile number 2, you chose the Gilded Tarot. And this is a new tarot deck to me that my sister gifted me. It's got beautiful images on it. So let's see what they want to say to you about will you shine your light 100% or something? Will you let your light shine 100%? Something like that, okay? King of Cups. Okay. So the King of Cups right away is the flow, right? He's in flow and he allows the positive and the negative. So that's what the key is for you, allowing the positive and the negative. I talked about that in the opening message. You know, your light to shine fully 100% requires both the positive and the negative currents, right? Flow. It requires the flow of both the positive and the negative. If you look up power current or power circuit, you'll see there's a battery with positive and negative. And that flow goes to the light and turns the light on. You'll see that, okay? So it's a very clear picture. You need both the positive and the negative, okay? And when you allow both the positive and the negative to flow from the source to the light, it turns the light on, okay? So it lights up the dark. You know, I had an experience once when I was first on this path where I had a closet, and in the closet there was an outlet. It was an old house with a deep closet that was very dark in there. But I noticed there was an outlet, an electrical outlet in the closet, and I wanted to put a light in that closet. And but first I plugged the light in the electrical outlet. It wasn't connected. It wasn't working. So I had to unscrew it, and I had to, reconnect the positive and the negative, and there was a whole thing around it, and I can't remember how exactly it went. I can't remember the story, but at the time I had that aha moment where it was like, oh, I need both the positive and the negative. And, they need to connect in order to power the light that creates the light so that I can see in the dark, right? So, yeah. So the key for you, for this group, to turn on your light and let it shine 100% is to allow both the positive and the negative to flow. Okay, that's what the King of Cups is here to tell us. Let's see what other specific messages they want to give to you about this. All right, the moon. Okay, so the moon was the last card in the first group. So this could be a continuation from the first group. You might want to watch that as well. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. And we're going to keep going. I believe we're getting 4 cards. Okay, well, before we can get the next card, the moon is the dark, right? It's the dark side of the moon. We talk about that, but it's the dark. The moon doesn't have light without the sun shining on it, right? The moon doesn't produce light, right? But it shines when the sun shines on it and we can see it. So it reflects light. It absorbs and reflects light. Okay, and that's important. So this is that dark side, accepting that dark side, accepting the unknown, accepting, because when the light is on, we can see clearly and we can see and know what we see and know. But when it's dark, it's all unknown and it's dark, right? And it's scary sometimes. It's mysterious. So definitely, the key for you is to accept and allow the dark side, the darkness, the negative flow, okay? Let the negative flow as much as you want to let the positive flow, okay? The negative is allowed, okay? We need both, the positive and the negative, to power our light, okay? Here we go. Interesting. Okay. Wow, some interesting cards. Yeah, there's some... The negative challenges you, okay? The 5 of Wands fives are always about challenges. So the negative challenges you, okay? So it's about transformation for you because of the Wands, right? And the Death card here, which is transformation. So, but the negative really challenges you, okay? And we have the Devil here, the Devil card here, which is like, if we think about it, if we see God as the light, we see the devil as the dark, right? So that negative side, that dark side, that lack of light side really challenges you, okay? You don't really want to let it in. I think I said it in this group here. They were perfectionists. That was what was holding them back. And so, the real question of this, I have to remember this, the real question we're answering is, what is holding you back from shining your light 100%, fully, completely, wholly? And they were perfectionists, so they were only allowing the positive. So that would only ever get you 50% there. The negative gets you the other 50%. They have to come together to complete the 100%, right? And we see this with the battery, like I said, it has a positive and a negative side, and we need both currents to power the light. But the negative side really challenges you, okay? It really challenges you. You don't want it. You don't like it. You're not loving it. Okay. But it's so necessary. And it's like even the human side, right? And we sometimes, again, if we see the spiritual side as the perfect light side of us and the dense humanness, right? So we talk about that, your vibration is high and light and etc. when you're being spiritual, and then when you're being human, you're dense and you're dark and this is what matters, right? This is the matter, the actual material aspect of you. And so it's challenging for you with the 5 of Wands. It's very, very challenging. And I hear that you believe that the only way to transform is through death, right here. That when you die, you become spiritual, you go to the light. We say that, you go to the light, you become the light, you're one with the light, etc., 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 right? So you believe that death is the only way to get there, is what I'm hearing. Very interesting. So you don't believe you can shine your light 100% unless you're in the spirit world. But like I said in the beginning message, if you think of the little soul in the sun, we're here, our candle, when we're here on the physical plane, we are this one candle and we still have our light. We have our unique individual light that we're shining, and it's whole. It can be whole. It can be 100%. When it joins into the larger light, when you go into the spirit world and it joins into the larger light, it's still there. It's still your flame within the bigger flame, okay? So this is what needs to shift for you, this belief that you can only be shining at 50%, right? Or whatever percent until you die and go into the spiritual world. Very, very interesting. So this, the humanness, the darkness, the denseness, the matter, the physicalness, that it really challenges you, is what I'm seeing. It's what's holding you back from shining your light 100% as a human being. Okay? So now they want me to notice the numbers. Okay? The numbers. So we have 18.5. So we have 185. Let's see what that is. 185. Angels want you to know that they adore you. Okay? First message. Beautiful. All right. Then we have 5 and this is 15. So 515. Let's see what that is. Change is what you make of it. See the changes happening now as opportunities to grow and be your most authentic self. Okay? So allow change, whatever change is happening, whatever transformations are happening. Yes, because it's all about transformation for you. That's what I said, right? That's change. So interesting. Okay. Now we have, what is this? That's 13. So we have 15 and 13. So 15 and 13. What numbers do you want me to focus on there? 15 and 13. Because that's not in this book. So guide me how 15 and 13. 15 and 13. That's 28, right? 28. Okay, they want me to go to 28. Okay. Your angels want to give you a high five as they recognize your commitment to being a light in the world. Well done for facing your fears. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, because you're afraid of the dark. You've been afraid of the dark. You've been afraid of the negative. You've been afraid of that. But you're facing your fears. You're facing that. And that's why this was the first card. And that's allowing you to become the light. To become the light in the world that you're meant to be. And shine it 100%. That's so cool. This message is so cool. Right? Okay, any other numbers you want me to notice? Okay, so this is, what is this again? This is 18, and this is 13. 18 and 13 give me a 31. Challenging my math skills today. A 31. Okay, let's see. Saints and masters are working closely with your prayers and intentions at this time. Know they are doing their best to help you. All right. And then we have 18 and 15, which is 33. Master Jesus and his angels are with you. This is a sacred time for growth and healing. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Anything else you want to say to this group? No. This group has it. You have it. You're transforming right now. You've faced your fears. You understand that you have to let the positive and negative flow in order to shine your light fully. You have this understanding now. Okay? Allow it. Allow it to expand. That's what I'm hearing. You guys go and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Okay. Group number 3. The Heaven and Earth deck. I hope I'm doing these in order. In the order they were in. Group number 3, the Heaven and Earth deck. So the real question that's come out of this is that we're asking truly what is holding you back from shining your light fully and at 100%, okay? So that's the question we're answering. And this card is what they want me to use. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, well, all the aces are a new beginning. All the aces are individuality. Okay, so there's something about your individuality here in the material world. The Ace of Pentacles is the material world, the physical world. So there's something about being an individual in the physical material world that's holding you back from shining your light 100%. But look at the light, all the light shining from this pentacle, right? This individual pentacle being held by in God's hands, it looks like, right? It's like it's a gift from God is how it's coming, right? It's a gift from God. It is an opportunity. That's what, aces are. It's an opportunity. So this individual light. So if we go back to that book that I mentioned in the beginning, Little Soul in the Sun, what he says in that book is, this light. So if you see us all as candles, each individual light, and then God is the combination of all of our lights, all of the candles is God. The consciousness, the group consciousness, the wholeness of the individual lights. This little soul says to God, like, I want to go experience the most beautiful part of your light, or our light, which is forgiveness. And God says, that's wonderful, but there's nothing to forgive. And so they come up with a plan of how this light, this individual light, can experience forgiveness. And it's a whole thing. Anyways, if you haven't read the book, read the book if you want to, if you're called to get that whole story. I'm not going to get into that whole story right now. But so forgiveness of the individual self, forgiveness of the choice to become darkness in order to find and reignite your light, to remember the light that you are, is key for you, okay? Forgiveness is the key here for you. So what has been holding you back is not forgiving yourself for turning off your light to begin with, okay? So forgive yourself for turning off your light to begin with, to become physical, to become human, to become matter, okay? To matter. And that's going to be the key for you to shine your light wholly. So you have to forgive the darkness you became, okay? The denseness you became in order to allow your light to reignite, to remember. It doesn't reignite. It never truly was burnt out. But you have to remember it. You want to remember it. And so first you have to forgive forgetting it. Okay, that's the key. That's it right there. Forgive forgetting your light so that you can remember it wholly, fully, completely. And the first card that comes out for you in your reading, other than that card, is the first one in this, whatever, is the Magician. So when you forgive forgetting the light that you are, the magic, you will see the magician that you are. You forgot the magic that you hold. You forgot the magician that you are. When you consciously chose to forget the light that you were in order to experience the darkness and density of mattering, okay, to become physical. You also forgot the magician you are. You forgot that it's your choice. You forgot that it's your doing it, that you are you're the magician. You're doing it all. You are the magician, okay? So forgive forgetting that you are the light, forgetting that you are the magician, okay? Forgive forgetting. Forgive forgetting your truth. Forgive the forgetting. Okay. And it's interesting because forget is, forgetting. So you had to forget to become matter, to become physical. It's it's forgive the forgetting. That's so interesting, right? Because we say forgive and forget. You have to forgive and forget. You have to forgive and forget. We say that so much. And I see that as, forgiving. So being pro-giving, and forgetting, being pro-getting, right? To get. Forgive the forgetting, okay? I can't really articulate what that is saying to me right now. I hope it's saying the same thing to you. Forgive the forgetting. Forgive the forgetting. And I'm doing it with my left and right hand. So forgive, okay? Forgetting. But it's interesting because the left hand is the receiving side and the right hand is the giving side. But I'm forgiving and forgetting. It's really, the duality is really interesting, and how they come together is really interesting right now. So forgive the forgetting. That's the key for you, okay? Forgive the forgetting. And forgive the forgetting specifically of your light, that you are light, that's your nature, that you're meant to shine for no other reason than you're the light. You are light. Forgive forgetting that you are the magician, okay? Forgive the forgetting. It just keeps coming. Forgive the forgetting. Forgive the forgetting, okay? And it's almost like, anyways, forgive the forgetting. You came here to get something, right? To experience something. So forgive the forgetting. Here we go. All right. We have the Two of Swords and peace. Okay. Now, the Two of Swords came out in a reading the other day that I don't know if I'm going to post or not yet. Sometimes I do readings and I'm not called to post them right away. But what I understood about the Two of Swords in that reading was, this is usually represents choice, right? But it can also represent two mindsets or two wills, two desires. And so the way that I see it is that the desire, the two wills, the two desires, the two entities, whatever it is, the spiritual side and the human side, this, your high selves, your spiritual self, your, the oneness, the source, the wholeness, God, whatever you want to call it, that will does not have to be in conflict with your will to be human and to experience something human, okay, and physical. That's why it's peace. When there's two wills, they can exist, they can coexist. That's what I was saying in the beginning message. We can coexist as an individual within the wholeness. And so our individual will can coexist with the will of the whole, okay? They don't have to be in conflict, they can be at peace. They're at peace. So forgive the forgetting, because there is no conflict. There's no conflict in your individual will, in activating your free will. There's no conflict in activating your free will with the will of the divine source, okay? That's not in conflict. It's peace. They're not in conflict, okay? So forgive, activating your free will. Forgive the forgetting, okay? Forgive choosing to come here and be the magician that you are, okay? Forgive forgetting that you are a magician, okay? Forgive it all. That's the key for you, okay? Okay, look at that. Abundance. Oh, we have 33. Oh my gosh, we have abundance and sorrow together. That's why they came out together, because I was expecting only one card to come out. Or, well, I was expecting only two cards to come out, and three cards came out. We'll look at this one that came out as well in a second. But so this is the fourth card, but it's the two cards together, right? And it's showing the duality. It's showing the forgiving and forgetting, the duality, right? The duality, this will and this will, or this, the duality of it all, okay? We came to experience the abundance, the joy. The Three of Cups is joy, 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 right? And, but also the sorrow. So forgive your choice to experience both, the polarity, okay? To experience the polarity. Forgive the forgetting. Forgive the polarity is what I'm hearing. And forgive your choice, because this is a choice. The Two of Swords represents a choice. Forgive your choice to experience the polarity of this physical world, to experience the abundance and joy, the abundance that's here in the physical world, to experience both the joy and the sorrow, okay? You can't have the coin without both sides, right? You can't have the coin, the whole coin I talk about, without the heads and the tails. So in order to shine your light at 100%, you have to forgive all of this and embrace this, both sides, the polarity of it all, right? All right, and then we have the last card, which is the Judgment card, which is answering the call. Forgive answering the call. You answered the call. The call is to love and be loved. The call is to experience that in the physical world. That's what we're here to do, right? We're called to forget and to come and experience whatever we may experience, whatever we've chosen to experience here in the physical world, in order to expand our light, to expand the light, to expand the consciousness, to expand, to evolve and expand. So forgive answering the call. Forgive forgetting that you were answering the call. Forgive the forgetting. Forgive your choice to be the magician, to experience the abundance, to experience it all, joy and sorrow, to answer the call to love and be loved here in the physical world, okay? Forgive it all so that you can shine your light 100%, okay? You did nothing wrong, is what I'm hearing. You did nothing wrong, okay? By this choice is not in conflict with the your will, your individual will is not in conflict with the divine will. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It is in unison with it. It is in the opposite of conflict is peace, but it is in harmony with it, right? Because the light just wants to expand. And the way that it expands is, I saw 5225, you can look that up later. But the way that it expands is by experiencing, right? By actualizing, by, using the magic of alchemy to blend the polarities and take two seemingly opposing things, and blend them. That's what the magician does. Blend them. That's what the alchemist does. And create something completely new from it. And that's what you're here doing, okay? So forgive yourself for it. And let your light shine fully and completely. Any messages with the numbers here that you want me to see? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, that's a progression. And so the other group had it as well. So I know what it's going to say, but I'm going to read it. You are moving up a step. All the challenges you have previously experienced are now being released. The angels of ascension are with you now. Okay, and then we have 33, right? 33, let's look at 33. That is a master healing teaching number. And it says, Master Jesus and his angels are with you. This is a sacred time for growth and healing. Okay, and then we have 20 over here. So we have, I want to say 320. We're doing 320 now. Okay, let's see, 320. You have a direct connection with God. Let yourself be loved. You are entitled to a potential relationship with your divine parent. A personal relationship with your divine parent. Let yourself be loved. We're being called to love and be loved. Okay? So that's why this card is involved. So 320. You have a direct connection with God. Let yourself be loved. You are entitled to a personal relationship with your divine parent. That is beautiful. Okay? Now we're going to go this way, and we have 30. We have 3, 2, 1. Oh, so we had 1, 2, 3. We're doing 3, 2, 1, which is right below 320. So interesting. You are not on the wrong path. Remember I said you've done nothing wrong, but you are being guided to let the divine take over from here. Surrender to its power. So that's what I'm seeing is when you let both sides of the battery, the positive and the negative, plug into the light and let the light shine fully 100%, because you're allowing both the positive and the negative power it, and you turn that light on 100% fully and completely, you're surrendering to the power. You're surrendering to the power of the divine, because the power of the divine includes both, right? So let me say this again. Let me read the numbers again okay, so let me read them again. Okay, start from the beginning. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to let them flow so you can hear them all together. You are moving up a step. All the challenges that you have previously experienced are now being released. The angels of ascension are with you now. Okay? And then we had 33. Master Jesus and his angels are with you. This is a sacred time for growth and healing. You have a direct connection with God. Let yourself be loved. You are entitled to a personal relationship with your divine parent. You are not on the wrong path, but you are being guided to let the divine take over from here. Surrender to its power. That is beautiful. That's it. Your message is complete. I hope it resonates with you. I hope it makes sense. I hope it helps in some way. Might take some time to process. Allow that. That's normal. I'm moving on to pile number 4. All right, pile number 4. You chose what I call the Unity deck. I don't even know what this deck is actually called. I call it the Unity deck because it has all, like, it has the stars. It has the stars in it. It has the universe in it. It has all the constellations in it. It's beautiful. Let's see. So the question has formulated more clearly into what is holding you back from shining your light 100%. So here we go. They want to tell you what's holding you back and then help you move forward. Okay. 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is about the power. It's about willpower. It's about having the power to will what you desire into being. It's about, like it says, your hard work is paying off. It's like, it's willing your ship to come in. Okay, that's what the 3 of Wands is about. So what's holding you back from shining your light fully is, I believe you're focused on shining your light to will, like, yeah, because in other decks, you'll see, maybe I can find it in this deck and it'll show us clearly. But in other decks, traditional decks, it shows us an image of someone standing on the shore, holding up a light to guide their ship in and willing their ship in, right? There it is. The 3 of Wands. Here you go. You see him. He's standing there. He doesn't have a lantern in this one, but often he'll have a lantern. And he's guiding his ship in. He's willing his ship in. Okay? And I think, yeah, so there's a deck I have, but it would take me forever to find it, that shows that very clearly, so I'm not going to need to do that. But so what is holding you back is that you think the purpose of shining your light is to guide. And I said that in the beginning message, the opening message. So if you didn't watch it, you might want to watch that. You think that the purpose of shining your light is to will your ship in, is to guide your ship in, to guide others. You know, it's like that beacon of light that you know, it's like a lighthouse, right? It's like being a lighthouse. But the purpose of your light shining is to shine. And that's it, because that's the nature of light. And you are light. So your nature is to shine. So it's not, so this is what's holding you back is you're thinking that the purpose is to guide yourself or others, or, you know, it's to guide and to inspire and to attract things, right? But it's there's no, the only purpose, it's like how the only call is to love and be loved. Well, the only purpose is to shine, right? Okay, so let's look at the next thing. Okay, so yeah, the King of Swords. So you've learned so much. Okay, you've learned so much. You've experienced so much. You've learned so much. And you understand so much. Okay? And you understand that you're the authority of your life. You're the author of your life. So you understand that you have this willpower and you can will things and you can manifest things and you can, you know, will your ship to come in, basically. And that's great. And that's fantastic. And they applaud you. They applaud you for that. But that's not your purpose, right? Your purpose is so much more than that, okay? It's what they're saying to me. So, because this is what you can know, okay? Because the swords is very much about the mind. So this is what your mind understands. But there's more, right? There's so much more, okay, than the mind knows, than the mind can comprehend, than the mind can create, than the mind can do, right? So this is mind over matter. You've learned how to mind over matter things, but there's more, okay? There's more. And the Five of Pentacles says, so yeah, you've had some challenges. You've learned through these challenges in the material world. You face the challenges of the material world, and you know you can mind over matter in the material world. Okay. So, yeah. And you've had to overcome so much darkness, and you've had to shine your light on the darkness. You've learned how to do that. You've learned how to do that. You've learned how to, you know, interesting, because this is a progression really from the other ones. You learned how to accept the negative and how to shine the light on the darkness, and how to, you know how to shine the light. You know how to shine the light. Yes, you know how to shine the light. This shows me that. You know how to be a beacon of light and how to shine the light. This is what you've learned all along the way. Okay? This is what you've learned all along the way. It's the Two of Cups. Okay. Now it's time to... so this is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups represents that divine, perfect love. Okay? It's like... it's that partnership. It's that partnership between the divine and the human, I guess. I don't want to say non-divine, because human is divine. So it's that partnership between, okay, I'm going to say the partnership between the whole and the individual. Okay? That's what it is. So it's the partnership between the whole and the individual. Look at that. And I see, look, it's a commitment. I see in this deck, this is why we chose this deck. It's like a marriage. And then you have all the stars and constellations. And here you have the sun and the moon. And you have a ring. It's like a ring. And what shines more than a ring, than a diamond ring, right? It's brilliant. It shines. It's beautiful. It's awe-striking, you know, all that kind of stuff. So this is a commitment to it. This is a commitment to that marriage between the whole and the individual, okay? So, so you've understood how to mind over matter. You've understood how to will things into existence. You've understood how to shine your light, even in the darkness, in order to bring your ship in and to guide other people's ships. So you know how to use your light to guide and inspire. But that's not the purpose, right? The purpose is to simply shine, because you are light, right? And to expand yourself, your light, and the light, the larger all-encompassing light that you're a part of through this marriage, right? Of loving and being loved. That's the call, to love and be loved, and just to shine as brightly as possible, 100%. So this is really cool. Let's look at the numbers. Okay, the numbers, what do they tell us? So we have 13, 5, right? That's a 13. 1, 3, 5. Okay. Trust that the changes unfolding now are taking you closer to your initial intentions and goal. Okay, so your initial intentions and goal were to simply shine your light, to expand it, to grow it, to shine it 100%, to love and be loved, to be in this partnership with the wholeness, right? To be the individual in the partnership with the wholeness, to expand, to evolve, to grow. Okay, so that's the first thing. Then we have 53. Okay, 53. Let's see what 53 says to us. The universe is never working against you. It's always working for you. Trust in God's plan as it unfolds. So when you face these challenges, that's what it's saying. It's not working against you. It's working for you. These challenges were working for you, okay? Because these are challenging cards, right? Trust in God's plan as it unfolds. And I believe you've been learning this and you're there, you know this. We have 32. Let's see what 32 says. Your relationships with yourself and others are being supported by your angels and guides. Call on them now for as much help as you need, and know it's never too much. So if you're experiencing challenges in relationships, okay, which this can indicate too, this is a partnership, call on your angels and guides to support you in these challenges, okay? Now, they want me to combine 5, 3, 2. Okay, 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. Your angels are encouraging you to surrender and trust in the strength of a higher power. You can be supported if you let the love in. Yes, okay. Let the love in. You will be supported. Let the love in. So, as much as you are a master manifester and you are a master at shining your light to guide and inspire yourself and others and to attract everything you want to you, the key to getting it to shine fully is to let the love in, to let the divine in, to let the love in, to surrender and trust in God's plan, in the strength of a higher power, okay? You're so strong. You're strong-willed. You're so strong-willed, right? Your will is so strong. But you have to remember to let the love in, to let that partnership exist, okay? Let the love in and you will be supported. Surrender and trust in the strength of this marriage, this higher power, this greater purpose, I guess, is what I want to say there. All right. Is there anything else that you want to say to this group? No, they've got it now. They've got it. Okay, so if it feels incomplete, any of this, you might want to watch the messages before or maybe the message that's about to come after, okay? But that's your message. All right. Group number 5. The sun deck. So we're ending with the sun deck, which is beautiful because this is the summer solstice and it's all about the sun and it's all about the light, and the sun is the example that we use, right? The sun shines its light because it's the sun. That's all. That's its purpose, is to be the sun, just like your purpose is just to be you. And so the question has become clear. What is holding you back from shining your light wholly and completely? Okay, so that's the question we're answering. And here's your answer. Okay. It's not happening fast enough for you. Okay. What holds you back? This is like this card, the 8 of Wands, is like very fast, very quick transformation. So what I see, it's interesting because I see both. I see it's not happening fast enough for you, but you know when it happens, it's going to happen really fast, and that freaks you out. Okay? So interesting. So you want it to happen quickly, you want it to happen faster, but you know that when you shine your light fully, everything is going to transform and change so fast. And you're like, will I be able to keep up? Will others be able to keep up? What's going to happen? Like, is it going to be chaos? Uh, will it overwhelm me? You know, can I handle it? Really, can I handle it? Because it's going to be fast. You know, it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. Okay? When you choose to do this, shine your light fully. So that's what's holding you back is really how fast things are going to transform. Even though you want it to transform quickly, and the reason it hasn't happened fast enough is because you keep putting it off. You keep putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, because you are afraid of how fast the transformation is going to happen when you shine your light fully and completely. So let's see what else they have to say to you about that. Okay. Whoa. The Sun card. Look at that. Unbelievable. 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. That's a clear progression. And this is fulfillment. It's stability. It's clarity. It's fulfillment. It's completing a transformation, right? Like, and it's the Sun card. And you will shine just like the sun, okay? Wow, that's so cool. And it just freaks you out. Right? But you are like the sun. You're meant to shine, just to shine. You are the light. You are the same light that the sun is. You are the same powerful source of light and love and energy and warmth and everything that the sun is. You're that as well. And you know that. All right? Okay. Okay. So you might want to watch the group just before you, because it was all about mind over matter holding them back. And the queen is all about mind over matter. She's very strategic. She's very ambitious. She knows whatever she sets her mind to, she can achieve. Okay. So that card is coming up for a reason, and we'll see what it is. Yeah, it's the 10 of Wands. Okay. Okay. Is it this guy? The Fool card? No. It's not the Fool card. Okay. So they want me, before I flip this card that it is, they want me to address this card. So this card says let go of the burden. So remember, I said if you didn't watch the opening message, please do. I said, shining your light is not a burden, because there's no conditions around shining your light. There's nothing. It's the purpose of shining your light is not to guide and inspire anyone, not even yourself. Okay. It's not to will anything into being. It simply is to shine, because you are light, and the nature of light is to shine. Okay, so it's allowing your true nature. Shining your light is allowing your true nature to be. That's all it is. Okay, shining your light is allowing your true nature to be. And so there's no burden there. There's no burden. You're not shining your light to save the world. You're not shining your light to save yourself. You're not shining your light for any other reason than it's your nature. Okay? Light shines. Okay? Look at that. And it's upright. The High Priestess. It's to be the High Priestess that you are, right? And this is an ongoing theme, is allowing the polarity, balancing the light and the dark, allowing the polarity of the universe, of the physical world, okay? So it's funny because like the High Priestess is very connected to intuition, to the moon, right? She has the moon right there in her third eye chakra. And her intuition comes from allowing the unknown, allowing the darkness, allowing all of that. And when you allow that, when you accept, forgive, and understand that the darkness is, the light can be turned on. And I've said this in other piles, you know, we have, if you, 1515, we'll look that up. Actually, look it up now. Do it. Okay. 1515, jumped right out. Maybe it'll help me explain what I'm hearing here. Know that the changes you are making at this time are necessary in order for you to grow. Trust that the space you are making is creating room for abundance. Okay, so what I was about to say there is, you know, the polarities. So in order to turn on a light, we need a source, a power source. But to get the power from that power source to the light, we need to allow both currents to flow. It's called a power circuit, and we need to allow the positive and the negative energies to flow to the light, to turn on the light. And that's what this is showing us. So she's very much like, one of the groups had the magician. She's very much like that. It's the alchemy of blending the two polarities, right? And that's what we're here on the physical earth to do, is to help with that, okay? To expand the light, our individual light and our collective light, by allowing the polarities and blending them so that they come together and create something more, right? So you know that it's going to happen so fast when you turn your light on fully and completely. This is all going to happen so fast, right? You will shine your light brightly. You will be fulfilled. You will have the clarity that you want and the stability and everything that you want, the warmth, everything that you need. You will have the willpower to manifest anything you want. You will not be burdened by any of it, okay? That's what they want to make very clear. Look, we have 8, 9, and 10. You will not be burdened by any of it. This is a clear progression. You will be the high priestess that you are meant to be, okay? And I hear you will make the choices that are in alignment with you to achieve whatever you came to achieve in this physical world, whatever that might be. Okay, we got to look at the numbers now. So 912 is the first number with the 9 and the queen there. 912. What does 912 say to us? Know that the soul work you are doing is having a positive and healing impact on your life, and in particular your relationships and connections with others. Beautiful. Okay. So 1210, but we're going to drop the 0 and we're going to do 121. Those cards are saying 121. The universe is here, right here with you. Know that you are more connected to it than ever. And then 102. Take time to know that the stronger your relationship with yourself, the stronger your connections will be with God, angels, and others. Okay. Beautiful. 891, because they're showing me the 8, 9, 10. 891. 891. You are being encouraged to know that the next step on your journey is about reconnecting with yourself. Take time to come back to yourself. Yes. Because it's not about guiding or inspiring anyone, even yourself. It's about letting the light shine, letting your true nature be. Okay, so reconnect with that. All right, reconnect with that. And you know that it's going to happen quickly, but it's not going to overwhelm you because you have the Sun card here. It's going to provide stability and clarity and fulfillment. It's not going to overwhelm you. It's going to be very, very fulfilling. And there's no burden, okay? There's no burden. There's no obligation. Let your light shine unconditionally. Let yourself be your true self unconditionally. Let your true nature be, okay? Let it shine through. You are this high priestess. Let the world see it. Let yourself see it first. Reconnect with it. Let yourself see it. Let it shine. And then just let it shine. Okay? Is there anything else you want to say to this group? I feel like there is. Did I miss a number? $910. They want me to look at the 910. Okay. So 910. You are aligning your energy system with God and the cosmos. Stay light and full of playfulness, as this will keep your vibration high. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is there any other numbers that you want me to see that I didn't see yet? Did we do 92? I don't think we did 92. Let's go to 92. If we did it, we need to do it again. Your energy is paving the way for joyful and fun experiences to come to you. Beautiful. So the more you shine that light, let that energy, like I said, it's pure energy, right? It's the same energy that the sun has. The more you shine it and let it shine at full capacity, full power, it will pave the way for joyful and fun experiences to come to you. All right? It won't be overwhelming. It won't be, because you have this card here. Okay, they want me to focus on this card. What 109, okay? 109. I don't know why I went so weirdly. Anyways, know that the divine is within you. Your angels are focusing on your holiness. Yes, you are, your light and all light are from the same source. Okay? All right. What other? 210. Okay? 210. Interesting. There are a lot of numbers in here. Combinations they want. God and angels are welcoming you back to your truth. You are reconnecting with the pathway that is right for you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very cool. Okay, last one. 212. This is an important time for you to reflect on who you are and who you want to bring to your relationships and ultimately the world. Yeah. It's time to remember who you are. Allow all of yourself, the positive and the negative, to be, so that it can power your light. Okay? So that it can shine fully and brightly. There's nothing to be afraid of. Did we get the Fool card? We did. We almost got the Fool card here. But I was guided to, remember I said, is that the card? And then I heard no. But now they want me to bring out the Fool card, because that's the message. Do not be afraid. Okay? Let's see. Where is this Fool card? Somehow I'm missing it. It's hiding from me now. But yeah, they want me to, that card, it's time for that. Okay, do not be afraid. Okay, do not be afraid. It's not going to overwhelm you. Do not be afraid. So now they want me to look at 100. 100, okay. Such a simple number that we never really look at. Your angels are congratulating you on all of the hard work you are doing. You are a special light on earth. Wow, what a beautiful number. So beautiful. So beautiful. That's where we end it. I hope it helps. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Goodbye now.